Can everyone hear me well? Yeah. Oh, cool, thanks. Mine is not as fancy as theirs. I'm just coming here to exchange some ideas, some thoughts. Since the AI advanced so much, and I'm thinking, what roles still left for us, the developers, and what our learning focus should be on. That's what I'm thinking recently, and the thinking mainly is when I was building a modern e-commerce marketplace using AI. By the way, my name is Gordon. Gordon, working on data. Gordon Data. GordonData.com, that's my website. I do some data consultancy. And when talking about the e-commerce, what platforms come to your mind? Shopify. WooCommerce, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Spot on, excellent. One of my customers wanted a marketplace, something like a Facebook marketplace, where user can buy products from there, as well as the listing products to sell. But of course, they don't really want the Facebook because of the branding. That's not their company, that's Facebook. Actually, what they really want is something like July. There's categories, brands, the search functionality, and the favorites and cards. As well, he enact the Inco, especially join the community pop-up. That's the mechanism to engage in the end users. So I started to do some research, use the AI, Cloud. Yeah, I asked, what is the tech stack about the July? And it told me that's based on Shopify. Yes, follow on, Shopify. And the Inco, the same, they're also based on Shopify. And the pop-up, yeah, I highlighted the pop-up in the developer tool there. I copied the element into the AI, and the AI told me that's Calvia. So I set up a Shopify store and customized the theme and installed the plugin, that's Calvia, as well as created a RESTful apps and populated the categories, the brands, as well as the sample products. Yeah, it's good. Customer can buy products now, but then how customer and the user list products into the platform. So I chatted with the AI. What is the options are there? The option AI recommended is the ship total. I tried a lot for other listing tool as well. Shipment total is okay. It's like this. It's very old-fashioned. One problem is the category. It does not automatically bring from the Shopify, so that's terrible. And the cost, not idea. I did the long thing, it charged me almost $80. And then I think, is there any other solution? In the past, I had a job in shipping business based on WooCommerce. Yeah, WooCommerce. And so I think, can I use WooCommerce to do the same? And then, yeah, it told me, yeah, sure, yeah. For example, we can use MailChimp to do the pop-up. We can use the WCFM to let people list the products in. So I installed the WooCommerce, configured the theme, and installed the plugin, as well as use the AI API, populated the categories, the brands, and the sample products. It works. And then regarding the backend list products, yeah, now the category is there, so it integrated well with the WooCommerce platform. But how to list the products, it works, but really not so attractive on modern days. The main thing is the Shopify or WooCommerce, they're all B2C platform, business to customers. What we really want is a C2C platform, customer to customer. So customer can buy products from the platform as well as list the products there. Since, for example, in WooCommerce, people can buy as well as there is a mechanism we can sell. We can list the products to sell. So I'm thinking whether or not it's possible, we build a front end, a modern one. So I wrote the specifications. Like what is the front end I need? Like sign up, login, reset password, whatever those things. And for signing, what kind of functionality I need. And then I told the cloud, please give me a zip file which I can extract. Then npm install, npm run dev to launch. AI is so good. Then it gives me a marketplace.zip. Then I just download, npm install, npm run dev. No surprise, there's error, of course. And then I copied the error and put it into the AI, error as attached. And then put it whatever chat, I had quite a few chats. And then it gave me another zip. So I extracted npm install, npm run dev. I got something, the website is there. So I start to test it. And then I tried to, for example, find the products. It could not add to cart. Could not add to cart. So I press F11 in the developer tool. I copied the network responses as a C URL and I put it into the chat. And then it gives me another zip. Now I npm install and then run dev. Now it works. I can now place order. Now software development is just like this. I give the prompt, and then I download, unzip, install, and run dev and test. Repeat. That's nowadays software development. Oh my gosh. And then it became something better and better, better and better. Of course, customers always have different ideas. We need remove this section. We need to add another banner, all of those things. And then I keep doing such thing until one day I think, that's enough. I give it to the customer. You can do it yourself. You just talk with the AI and then extract npm install, npm run dev. That's it. And my customer, homepage down, just text availability needs to be adjusted. And then finally, and he thinks that is good now. Now that's my thoughts, the whole process. The back end and API and the configuration is still very technical and complex and very time consuming. Mainly because those documentation is really not up to date and often even the AI does not know how to configure it. So this is time consuming part. So I guess that's also the opportunities still available for the developers or consultants. Another is AI is so powerful, make good use of it. We just need to give them the specification and write it there as a prompt. And then the AI will generate the code. So the code is now not really that important. The main thing is the specification and the prompt. Of course, to write a good specification, it's better to have some business knowledge. So for example, if you want to build an e-commerce platform, you need to know something about the commerce. Yeah. If you want to build something about the health or law, energy, whatever, education, I think nowadays IT itself might not be enough. We need something like IT +1 to know some business knowledge. And then, as an IT person, to know what to prompt. It's important that we have a more broad knowledge. No need so deep, but we need to kind of know more all sorts of areas, and the terminology, of course. So, for example, I need to know. I need to use the developer tool to copy the element and how to select the pop-up element, for example. And I need to know the reason it cannot add to the cart might be because of the RESTful API call is not handled correctly. So I know how to copy it as a CURL and then prompt it to the AI. So that's important part as well. So we need to have a broad IT knowledge and the terminologies. And of course, it's important for the requirement elicitation. So we need to talk with our customers to know what is really want. So the communication is an important area for us to uplift. And of course, if those requirements become very trivial and may need some visual effect, then we can hand over to non-technical people or even to the customer, let them to do it themselves. That's my thoughts about what is left for us and what our priority should focus on since AI is now so strong. What is your thoughts? That's the purpose of coming here. Thank you.
So I didn't get any questions on Slido. Did anyone have any questions in the room? I can wander over with the microphone. Yeah?
So if code's disposable, what about persistent storage, like a database? So if you're going to hand this over to someone to actually run it, like, and the customer's like, my order 123, where is it? What happened to it? How do you manage that?
For the backend, it's okay. I guess I can shout. Cool, thank you. Just now, what I showed was the front end built by the AI. For the backend, the same. We can ask AI to design the database and create the backend structure and the code as well. Of course, as for what is stored in the database, that's another story. That's of course important. That is not disposable. That's the data. But the code, if we have the spec good enough, we can always ask AI to build it, even a better version in the future when the AI become more powerful. Thank you.
I'll just ask in the room. What was your experience with getting the site live? How much were you able to use AI for that, and how much did you also, again, need to have technical skills to know how to put a site up into production and then host it there?
That part, yeah. So get the products ready. Say front and back end ready to run in the developer environment. That is pretty straightforward. Now we can say, give me a zip file so I can download and run it, and it will give us a README. It can give me a guide how to run it. As for the setup into the real cloud environment, that's still something about the infrastructure configuration. There are a lot. For example, my environment hosts on Oracle Cloud, so I need to configure I start from early days, configure the whole environment about the Unix environment, and of course the VNet, the firewall, all of those things. And then for the web hosting, there's Nginx, those kind of gateway. All of those configuration, we need to have a broad IT knowledge, so we know what we need to configure. As for how to configure it, we can always ask, and then it will give us guide and it's code. We just copy it there and run.
But you need to know what to ask, right? That's the thing.
Exactly, yeah. We need to know IT knowledge and the terminologies. We need to know what to ask. Just like we do search in Google search, we need to know what to put it there, and then it will give us answers. Exactly, yeah. But how to do it, that's no longer that important. AI can help us to get it done, yeah.
Thank you very much, Gordon.
This